Hello everyone, my name is Stephen George and I play video games, but this actually isn't going on the Stephen Plays channel. This is StephenVlog. You guys are probably wondering why I'm doing this as the day, but the reason is this is what everyone wants today, so I figured why not just skip a vlog day where I'm like, hey guys, go download the video, or look at the video and download the map, and instead make that the video. So if you're a normal vlog watcher and you're not interested in Minecraft at all, you might as well leave, because this is just a Minecraft video. What I'm going to be doing today is showing you the world. This is going to be the last video that we will release of the server, because the server is officially shut down. This is going to be the last video, and you guys are going to be able to download the map in the description down below. So we've been showing you this map for months. We've been playing Minecraft together for a long time, and we want to give you guys this map. And we told you we would, so we did. And before we did it, we built a giant monorail that goes around everything. It takes 40 minutes to get around everything, so it's going to be kind of a long video, but let's get to it. When you first get into the map, you're going to spawn here, or somewhere around here. Let's go down here. This is our house of spawning. There's no monsters or animals on right now. And I would recommend not playing with monsters on if you can help it, or if you can put it on the server and turn off animals, that would help too. Everything in this area, this is the spawn zone, so this is where you're going to begin. And I've showed pretty much everything in the world before, so I'm not going to comment too much on it. I'm just going to get on this railway and ride it. All of the places, all of the landmarks that are of interest to you are going to be marked with these diamond blocks and a sign on top. And I'm glad the weather cleared up, because I was hoping that would happen. And right here is a chest of minecarts. I'm going to grab a few just because they can get away from you. So in the event that we somehow lose one, we don't want to have to walk. So the first thing we can do is place this down, push it a little, and then get inside. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the HUD and turn on the cinematic swoosh effect. Hope that doesn't make anybody too sick. I'm going to just be commentating a little while we ride this monorail around. So we just left the spawn point. This is Dan's Apple store, and as I said before, there's diamond blocks and signs that highlight all the places that you should stop, and there's little platforms to get off. So ideally, whenever you're playing the map, now you can obviously go on foot and explore anything, but what we recommend you do is ride the monorail, and as you come to different landmarks, I would say probably carry a diamond pickaxe or diamond sword or something, so you can quickly get out of the minecart, and that way you can stop and you can check things out. This is my house, and this is all in the new spawn point. If you've been watching for a while, you're probably aware that we originally were playing at another spawn point, which is in the same world, but is really, really far away. And we actually moved around. And this is Chaz's house. And all of this property over here is still Chaz's. We'll pass the front. There's the front door. And he created this thing called the water tree. We just put a single block of water, a water bucket up there, and it became the water tree, which is pretty interesting. And then we're going to head over here. This is Taylor's house. He's got like some kind of castle thing going on. And his house in the old spawn point was very similar to that as well. And there's actually two downloads down below. There's one with the monorail and one without. Now, if you get the one without, there's some stuff missing. I have to let you know that. There are some things that were not made yet. It's very, very minimal. There's not much, but there is a few things. So if you want the most things, you should get the one with the monorail. Although I would recommend getting that anyway, just because it really is a lot easier to travel around. And you can see that we're going to be over there in a minute. Right now we're on our way to Germany. Germany is our communal strip mine. I can't say is. I have to start using was, because we are done with the server. The server is over. It was a place where we could all come over here and just basically do a strip mine communally. Alex was working on just doing it as a strip mine, stripping it down, but instead I dug down here and did all this crazy stuff. It's actually pretty wacky that we have the rails come through this area. Not really needed at all, but I thought it would be fun. I would say that the monorail definitely isn't practical. It's more scenic than anything. It was designed mostly for the purposes of this video to show off the world. But it will take you from one place to another. But it takes 40 minutes to go around the monorail one time. It takes we timed it. It was 41 minutes. So I'm not going to show you all of the monorail because about 20 minutes of that, or maybe even a little more, um, is nothing but a straight pieces that go all the way to the other spawn point. So it's not very necessary. Now this place we're passing right here, this is Range 117's house. I think his name is also Steven. And all of this is his. He built all of this. He was really into Minecraft. We have another friend that plays named Jeremy, and I believe Steven was his cousin or his brother's friend or something. And we had some spots on the server, so we let him join us. This right here, this crazy thing, was built by Jeremy's brother Anthony, who is also on the server, and cleared all this stuff out. And I'm not 100% sure who built all this, but I'm pretty sure it was Anthony. It might have been Steven, but I'm pretty sure it was Anthony. And this stuff is crazy. Everything that you're seeing now in this new spawn point was built by hand. Nothing was done in MC Edit. Nothing was spawned using server commands. Everything that you've seen so far has been done by hand. Now, when we get to the old spawn point, that's not the case. We spawned a lot of stuff, but everything that you're seeing right now, we mined and collected ourselves and built by hand. So really, really awesome stuff in my opinion. We were able to do some pretty cool things. We're all very proud of what we did. And Minecraft is a blast. If you haven't played it, I recommend you buy it. If you buy it, you can download the map and you can try out our world. We're coming up on Jeremy's house now. Give you a chance to get out on the platform there. This is all still his house. And then we're going to shoot over across the valley to where Alex lives. And the track will actually go right through his house. So we're going to come up here. Now we're in Alex's home. It's kind of like a multi-level, I don't know what you would call it, lodge of some sort? Something like that. And then down there is actually Alex's house also. That's also Alex's house. He built that first, and then he decided he wanted like a big tower thing, so he decided to change it up and build that other thing. Now, the diamond blocks do not point out the only landmarks. There are other things in the world, like, you know, that thing over there. There's a cave over there. I didn't mark everything. So there is still a sense of exploration that you guys can go around and find everything. And I didn't do that just because it was too much to mark. Like, there's too many little things. But if you just hang around the area, look around, maybe use a map editor to try and find some cool stuff, you probably will. And this is Nick's house. This is Jeremy's cousin, who had joined the server and was playing with us. And from this point forward, we go on a very, very long stretch that lasts for about, I think, 10 or 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do here is cut out the video. If you want to see what is on this, then download the map and play it. We will resume when we get to stuff that is actually worth commentating about. All right, and as dawn breaks, we find ourselves already here. Down there is Jeremy's beach house. That's also built out of just material that he found, nothing spawned. What we're looking at here is a huge castle built by Alex completely in MC Edit. Now, the part we just passed right there was supposed to have lava flowing out of it, but it got a little messed up. So I hope he'll forgive me for that, but there's not really anything I can do. That huge Dan Hollywood type sign is a perfect example of something that is not in the map that doesn't have the monorail, whereas the one with the monorail has it, obviously. There's a few of these little houses on the monorail track. It was just places that we set up for a bed. So we would have a place to sleep and basically save the game if something happened. This is probably the major thing that's not in the one that doesn't have a monorail. Dan built the Parthenon, uh, like in, I don't know, like a few hours, like 2 or 3 hours. He built that, and it's not in the monorail-less version. Now down here is a perfect example of this definitely being the scenic route. If you had watched previously on our Minecraft World Week update videos, you remember that Dan built a roller coaster ride that he called Back to the Future the Ride 2, and this is that ride. So we're actually riding the ride. It actually becomes part of the ride and then shoots out elsewhere. Oh, and it's important to note that we designed this monorail to be ridden either way. So we're going this direction, but you can actually ride the entire thing going the opposite direction. There's boosters in all the right places. For the most part, boosters are the entire track, and they will get you all the way back to anywhere. So you can ride it completely in either direction. So whichever way you need to go, you can go. So now we're going to shoot up here. And originally there was a water ladder, but Notch took those out. He prevented those from really working the way they used to. And we're going to come up here and get a nice close-up view of the Parthenon. And don't forget that the primary thing here is going to be able to take the monorail, ride it to a place like this, and then get out and look. So there's plenty of opportunities to get out of to get off the monorail and take a look around. Now we're going to shoot up here to where the second spawn point was. Now we started at the third spawn point, and this is the second spawn point. All these signs up here. And what we would advise people to do is when they would start, they would jump down here, and if they wanted to get to their old stuff, which is where the first spawn point was, they would have to walk all the way over here. And the reason we changed the spawn point was that it was just getting really crowded over at the first spawn point. We wanted people to be enthusiastic about building in other locations. And the first spawn point is way across the water. It's actually like right in front of my beach house, which we will see pretty soon. Where the rail is going to take us now is communist mode, or communist land, or whatever. Well, I can't say shortly, but a little after we started playing Minecraft, we had really abused the spawning system. Pretty much everything in this world almost was made by spawning material, which is fine because you still get to be creative and build, but you're not actually playing Minecraft as much. You're not hunting for materials. You're not dealing with enemies and things like that. So what we decided to do was have our entire group ditch all of their weapons, all of their inventories, and we all, as a group with nothing, just traveled the land. And we set up some camps and made a giant house with a huge mine that we're going to see soon. We're not going to actually go into the mine, but if you download the map and play it, you can go into the mine. The mine, I actually installed stairs in the mine, and it's really, really insane. I guess I can't use the term engineering marvel, but it kind of is. It's really interesting to look at. So now we come down here, and right there, this is the doorway to the communist house that we just passed. And then we are going to go all the way back, and we're going to, I believe, first hit Alex's house. We're going to pass Alex's house, his giant castle thing, and then we're going to pass Chaz's old house. And remember, this is all the old spawn point. This is where we originally began. So this is the first versions of people's homes and what they were able to accomplish. And as the chunks load, we'll get to see a little bit of what we're going to see shortly. So you can see over there, we're going to be getting to some pretty crazy stuff. I don't know if I prefer one spawn point over the other, if I prefer old to new. We've lived in the new one so long that when we finally built the monorail to come back here and look around, it was crazy. It was like, wow, you so quickly forget about all this stuff. That's another addition, the Triforce on top of Dan's house. He built that today. He's like, oh man, I got to make sure this gets in the video. I want people to be able to explore this, so he put that in there. This thing right here is Chaz's house. He never finished it. He played a lot more when we got to the new spawn point than here at the old one. And that is Alex's castle. I believe I pointed that out. Used a lot of lapis lazuli. In the beginning, I was the only one that had spawning powers, and I was trying to be very strict with it, not using it very often. But then people started asking for more supplies. They were like, I need a lot of this, and it's going to be impossible to get. And finally, I was like, screw it. Everyone has everyone has spawning powers, and that's the way we played. So pretty much everything in this area was built with server commands. But the thing we're coming up on now was not, and that makes it insane. This right here is Anthony's house, Anthony's old house. You remember his new house was insane. The old one was as well, and he did not have any kind of op powers. Everything is built by hand. You should get it if you download the map and you get a chance. Please check out his home. It is incredible. It's kind of frightening actually that he was able to do what he did. Now we're going to shoot down here across the water, and we're going to see. I believe this is Steven's house. Range 117. I'm Steven, but I'm not that Steven. Different Stevens, but I think you guys probably know that. So this is his old house, and I don't really know what he was doing here. It's looked like this forever. But he has a main place up here. And if you guys are really into exploring caves and mines, then almost all of our homes have that beneath it. Oh, and another thing I point out in this video, that place right there, check that out when you get a chance. Might be fun. Now we're going to come up here, and Jeremy used to live up here. And you see all these destroyed blocks. Jeremy decided he wanted to move his house, and instead of just leaving his house alone, he blew it up. Blew the snot out of it. So if you want to explore that, because there's some stuff down there to look at, you can. I would highly recommend playing on peaceful while you're riding the monorail, just for the fact that a lot of the parts of the monorail are flat with the ground, so there could be like enemies or something, or animals. Animals really can get in the way of the track sometimes, but if you have a chance, play it on peaceful. But if you are interested in going down into the mines, because there's a lot of mines and caves and stuff, and you want to play with the enemies, then certainly turn those on, because there's a lot of caves, and we did not get a chance to like light a lot of them. So there's still a lot of fun stuff to do. This down here is a huge hole that we blew up with a bunch of TNT, and then Alex decided to put a lot of cactuses in it. You can actually like climb up to the top there or something. And the next place we're approaching is over here. This is Stephanie's house. She joined us in the old spawn point here, but she never moved over to the new one. She built a pink house. She's got a flag right here on the side of it too. It was a little different. She was the first person, I believe, that used colored wool in our world. Now we're going to be coming up on where Jeremy built his new house. Not really a house. Jeremy attends Liberty University in Virginia. So he tried to create, and I guess did create successfully, one of the major halls there. I don't remember the name of the hall, but it's like the main one or something. So we just call it Liberty University. He got the outside pretty down pat, but the problem was he didn't really want to make all the classrooms or anything. So the inside is almost like a library. I think he calls it the library too. And if you've watched the past World Week Update videos, you'll know about the secrets in there. The thing we just passed on the left was the lodge. It was also built by Jeremy. It's back there. And then we're going to be coming up on the back side of my home. And my home was never completely finished. There's supposed to be a fence on this patio, so you'll have to ignore that. Up in the air, you see something that the monorail will not touch, and that's Dan's floating pyramid. It's heavily based off of what's it called? The floating pyramids in Kung Pao. That thing right there is the starting house, and this is Dan's home. Earlier we saw the Triforce up on top of that. We might get a good view of that as we pass by. We'll be able to see it up there. Yeah, he just built that today. And at night, that thing really lights up. It's starting to get dark, and I'll use the server command to make it light if we need to. That's Austin's house. You just kind of pass by it. You can see Steph's house over there in the distance. And our tour is nearly coming to a close. Super deep natural hole. You guys will have to actually get out and look at that because that thing's kind of crazy. If you could jump down there, you can ride the huge log flume that I made. And the last part of the tour is coming up on Taylor's house. And obviously, he's a big fan of castles, medieval stuff. This one is a lot bigger than the one he built in the new spawn point. Definitely worth checking out if you get a chance. And that's it for the tour. And after this point, it will this track will go all the way back and loop around. So that's our world. It's very big. As far as how long the monorail is, I'm not 100% sure, but I know that the blocks used to go like on the two sides. The long straight pieces are each about 5,000, and I think about 5,000 are used for each area. So I'm pretty sure that the track is about 20,000 pieces long. Alternatively, it was about 41 minutes to ride it all. So if you want to figure out how many pieces you can get in a certain amount of time, someone could probably do the math and leave in the comments how many pieces of track it is approximately. I'm guessing probably about 20,000, but if you guys come up with a better number, then certainly say something. What I want out of you guys, download the map, have fun with it. We've had so many fun months in this game. It's been an absolute blast, and college is ending in just a few days, and I've had so much fun with my roommates over the years and in the last few months playing Minecraft. We just want you guys to enjoy this map and have fun with it. What I'd really like you to do is find the stuff that's not on the map, or even when you're inside someone's house. The houses are huge and stuff like that. Figure out where you are with the XYZ coordinates. You can press F3 during the game, and I'll just bring that up so I can show you. Oh, it doesn't have it. There we go. You can see up there, it says that the X, Y, and Z. Do that, and if you find something cool, go down to the comments in this video and post the XYZ. This video will be up, forever. People will be able to download the map forever. I want to have it available all the time. So if you find something interesting, post it so other people can see it too. Because there's stuff all over the world, and I really want people to be able to find and enjoy everything that we made. There's some hidden stuff that we didn't point out. There's some big, huge stuff in the world. A dragon, some other stuff. So you guys will have to find it and post the XYZ below so other people can enjoy it. And the only other thing I want to address is this map is completely redistributable. You know, if you enjoyed it, pass it along to your friends. Either refer them back to this video, or if you want to just put the map on your own site or put it up on some other site, then that's fine. I mean, that's not a problem. Repost the zip file. That not an issue at all. So have fun with it. We're glad that you've enjoyed watching the videos that we've been producing for the last several months. My single-player Minecraft adventures on the Stephen Plays channel will continue. And other than that, the only thing I got to say to you guys is thank you so much for watching, and let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?